Picture this. You're standing on the edge of a cliff, heart pounding, palms sweating. The jump into the water below isn't dangerous, but fear has you frozen. Sounds familiar? Imagine the wind rustling through your hair, the salty sea air filling your nostrils, the rough rock beneath your feet. Your heart is a wild drum in your chest, your breath shallow and quick. Before you, the vast expanse of water seems to stretch into infinity. It's not a deadly plunge, but still, you can't seem to move. Like a deer caught in headlights, you're frozen, gripped by an unseen force. And then it hits you. It's not the jump that scares you, it's the thought of it. The anticipation, the what-ifs, the unknown. These are the real villains. They hijack your mind, turning a simple leap into an insurmountable hurdle. Fear in this case wasn't about the actual jump, but the thought of it. But what if you could train your mind to conquer such fears? Fear is a primal biological response designed to protect us from threats. But when it's about perceived threats, it can hold us back. This fundamental truth about fear is something we often overlook. Let's dive a little deeper into the science behind it. Imagine being confronted by a snarling dog. Your heart races, your muscles tighten, your palms sweat. This is your brain's amygdala springing into action, triggering a fight-or-flight response. It's a survival mechanism, honed over millions of years, preparing your body to either confront the danger or flee from it. But what happens when the threat isn't a snarling dog, but a public speaking gig or a job interview? Your amygdala doesn't know the difference. It reacts in the same way. This is where fear can become a hindrance. When we are constantly in a state of fear over perceived threats, it can morph into chronic anxiety. This persistent stress can lead to a host of health issues, from heart disease to depression. There are a few misconceptions about fear that we need to debunk. One of the most common is the idea that fear is always bad. It's not. Fear can sharpen your senses, make you more alert, and sometimes even save your life. It's not the presence of fear that's the problem, but how we react to it. Another misconception is the belief that brave people don't feel fear. That couldn't be further from the truth. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the ability to act despite it. Everyone feels fear, it's a universal human experience. The difference lies in how we manage it. Understanding fear is the first step to mastering it. But how do we do that? Well, stay tuned, because in the next scene we'll delve into some practical tools to help you conquer your fears. The good news is, we can rewire our brains to handle fear differently. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, heart pounding, palms sweaty. Now imagine taking a deep breath, calming your mind, and taking the leap. That's the power of mindfulness. It allows you to take a step back, observe your fear, and choose a different response. A study from Harvard University found that mindfulness can significantly reduce fear response in the brain. So, how about the baker who was terrified of public speaking? But through mindfulness, he was able to focus, stay calm, and deliver a speech at a baking conference. Then there's positive self-talk. It's like having your own personal cheerleader. Remember the single mother who was afraid of failure? She used positive self-talk to remind herself of her past successes and her ability to overcome challenges. She started her own business, and now she's thriving. These tools are not magic wands, but with practice, they can transform your relationship with fear. Setbacks? They're not failures, they're lessons. When life knocks you down, resilience is the muscle that helps you stand up again, stronger and wiser. It's the force that propels you forward, transforming obstacles into stepping stones. Each stumble serves as a beacon, guiding us towards our true path. So let's celebrate every small stride, every tiny triumph, for they are the markers of our journey. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory over fear. Now, equipped with knowledge and tools, it's your turn to conquer your fears. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Start small, tackle your smallest fear first, and slowly build your resilience. There are a myriad of resources available to support you on this journey, from insightful books to empowering podcasts and enlightening online courses. You are stronger than your fear, and you have everything you need to overcome it. So what are you waiting for? It's time to conquer your fears and chase your dreams. You've got this.